and Gray be on this Biomutant for real. It's really just talk about what's going on, man. Yeah, I gotta get this stuff out here on YouTube. So then maybe if the police are actually watching me, they can sit here and get some of my story without actually addressing me. So supposedly, like, I was with a girl or whatever, and like we was together for 3 years, but the whole time she was with somebody else. I didn't even understand that, didn't have no knowledge of it, none of that. But I kind of did. I kind of knew she had whole tendencies. When I first met her, man, I was just like, we went in Walmart. She unzipped her jacket or some shit. Her bra was out. I'm like, I grabbed her by her fucking neck and pushed her to the wall. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bruh? And she thought that shit was funny, man. I zipped that shit up and we walked through that. I bet she didn't unzip that motherfucker. So then, after that, bruh, she kept flinching and shit, flinching. I noticed she was flinching a lot. I'm like, bruh, why are you flinching? I don't touch you, I don't hit you, I don't do none of this stuff, but you flinching. You see what I'm saying? This is, man, I guess she really came out of domestic relationship, dog. I didn't have no clue about this. So let's fast forward until about maybe a year and a half or 2 years into the relationship. I caught the bitch cheating. Bitch mama was strict, church girl, all that shit. Went to church every Sunday, Wednesday. Pretty much anytime they had church, they was in there. She was stuck in there. I was her only freedom. I let this bitch be free. I'm talking about so free to a point where it was just like no one else can ask for so much freedom when they got a strict mama like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gave this bitch so much freedom. When I first met her, she wasn't smoking or none of that. I do admit that she wasn't smoking at all. She was pure to my eye. So I was like, So like, got around her. I smoked. She came to me. She was like, "Please, can you stop smoking?" I'm like, no, no. I'm not finna stop smoking and all that. Eventually, I ended up getting her to smoke again, supposedly, because she had tried it before with her ex, and she said it was black smoke. It was real bad. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never had no bad experience with weed. My first time with weed, it was amazing. Like, my first time with weed is the reason why maybe I still, like to smoke weed, because I'm looking for that high, just in all honesty. But I don't smoke it as much as I used to. That is actually facts. I have cut down tremendously on that. I went from smoking that stuff maybe like 5 to 10 grams a day to, man, I'm telling you, cut down. But back to her. So, like I said, her mom was strict and all that. And like, I guess she was bad with money because she was in debt with a credit card, like $600 at the time. Like, her mom came to me because like it was coming to the point where I guess she seen her daughter was going to go back down this path that she had just saved her from, I guess. So her mom came to me. We had a meeting, and the whole time during this meeting, she was saying stuff that I didn't understand why it was being said to me. The mom was projecting fears on me, and I'm like, what is this shit? Because first of all, she was like, why marijuana? I'm like, well, I didn't start smoking until after high school, and that was when I got worked at Domino's. So that should definitely give you a reason why I smoke. Depression, to a sense. So I was also like, but I'm not depressed. I was like, I smoke this because when I started smoking, I got hooked on it. It helps me eat and all that stuff. I cannot eat without it, which is facts. That's what I was telling my mind, though. I can actually eat without weed, man. So me being younger, me being what, maybe 2 years younger now, cause shit. I'm sitting here telling, like, shit, it helps me eat and all that. So then we get to her daughter. So she was like, the sex or whatever. I was like, I asked your daughter multiple times, is she ready? Because when I first met her, she came to me and said she was a virgin. I'm like, okay. But then when we actually started fucking, she said, hold on, before we fuck. I'm like, what's up? She was like, I got a little smell. I'm like, a smell? Fuck. I'm new to pussy, bro. This is my third time fucking pussy. Real talk. I fucked my first girlfriend, Kajari. Then while I was with her one summer, I cheated on her with a bit that, oh my gosh, it was terrible. Do you understand? And it was like one time, and it was, oh my gosh, I still got the messages of me dogging this bitch because she tried to play me. Right. So, man, that was my first time going raw as well. Ugh. Right. Didn't even go raw with Kasia. Right. Exactly. If you ever get to hear this story, yeah, bitch, You failed. All right. After that, it was another. You know, her. I'm with her now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I ain't. You know, my mom that told me, or her friend that told me, like if it's, if it smell like this, and But I didn't get to smell it for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking this bitch. You know, by the time I get finished fucking, there is a smell, and I'm like, I can wing with it. Wing with it. Over a while, the smell went away. So I'm like, cool. This bitch is, pussy's good and all that. I guess she had vaginosis, bacterial vaginosis. And I don't know what that is. I haven't looked that up yet. I'm pretty sure it didn't affect me. And if it did, I have taken vitamins and all type of stuff since all this. I haven't had sex in 6 months, dog. Yes, December, yes. It's been 6 months since I've had sex. So I know I ain't sitting here giving nobody no STDs, no none of that shit. So that's crazy wild that I'm just hearing all these speculations that I'm out here giving people stuff. What? I ain't had sex in 6 months. I wouldn't know if I had or could give to anyone. You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's nuts to me. But like I said, long story. Yeah, see, I just really just put y'all in the mix like, what? Yeah. I'm sorry. It's my first time storytelling. I'm really trying to keep it together, though. So, back to it. She, strict mom, like I was saying. Just very strict, bro. Very, very strict at this point. Like I said, I'm having meetings with this bitch mama. She's pretty much telling me. But the whole time, her mom is really telling me that my daughter's a hoe. And I ain't even pay attention to this, man. Like, one time the conversation was, I don't even think this woman had pulled like that. But she told me, she was like, I remember having dudes coming over, sitting in the cars and bringing me jewelry. I was like, dudes coming over? I'm like, what the fuck? She said dudes, right, y'all. This is what I'm saying. This is so bad. Like, the mom was even trying to sit here and explain to me that Kezia has other men coming over that you have no recollection about. You probably the boyfriend, but this is my daughter, and I have to take care of my daughter. Cause like in the meeting, she was like, "You got kids?" I was like, "No." And I think I understand why, because like, I know my daughter's trash and terrible. This is my daughter. I can't just sit here and pass her up. I'm telling you, the mama gave me so many like scenarios where her daughter was really just a piece of shit. And like when I sit here and play them back in my head, it's just like, damn, that's cold as fuck. Because your mom loves you unconditionally, but she knows that you're so fucking torn up that she knows she has to play the other side with other people. That's kind of crazy to me on a whole nother level. Because it's just like, whoa, the mindset that you have to sit there and, yeah, this is my daughter, but so like I said, she ends up getting a job or whatever. Well, first of all, she was in school. She was in school. Like I said, I'm going all over the place, so when y'all hear this shit, just put it together. But when she was in school or whatever, this is like maybe a year, she took a test and she had to leave her phone out in the car. I don't know what made me do it, but I was like, yeah, let's go through it. I was actually looking for a certain video on some crazy shit. I can't really explain the video I was looking for because it might make me seem like I'm a little weird though. But to keep that discreet, like I said, I was looking for something. Next thing you know, I found that this bitch was still texting the ex nigga. I'm like, oh fuck. I ain't even read the messages or none of that, bro. Once I seen that they were still communicating after I told this bitch stop communicating before and all this shit, I closed the phone, I put it back in the purse. Didn't say nothing to her, none of that. Just over the times I was just like, man, I know you still texting that nigga, man. Stop texting. That's all I kept saying. Like, what? I'm telling you, I just kept giving a rundown, man. So like I said, now it's time. She didn't quit school and all this shit. It's time for her to get a job because her mom's like, hey, you getting older. I need help with these bills. You know, life. She gets a job at a school. Yeah, she's a teacher. She's still good. You know what I'm saying? She's still a good girl in my eyes. I ain't seen no flaws, none of this yet. You know what I'm saying? Still cool. I haven't seen her slip yet. This is probably a year and a half in. So then after the school or whatever, after she was teaching, she ended up going back to her school. Okay, I'm like, okay, cool. I can agree with that. Drops out. She drops out of her school. She don't like it. Something. I'm just like, what? How can you not do it the first time, then go again, and then do the same thing? I'm just like, that's crazy to me. That's another reason why I didn't go to college, because I'm just like, I knew I wasn't ready. I had that high school mindset still. But okay, keep going. I'm like, alright. college. You don't want to go to college. Like, what? Why you keep dropping out? So, alright, after that, she found a job. First job was Applebee's. And this is when the shit started going down fucking hill, pretty much. Because when she was at Applebee's, I guess she started meeting people that was nice to her like I was and all that shit. And she started hanging with them. She never had friends and none of that from my, from my experience. So I guess when she started actually to have friends, when she got cute and all this shit, it was just, whew. But she was going over motherfuckers' house, smoking. I'm talking about, I still don't know to the day what all she did, because like she showed me a video and I guess the way I reacted, she was just like, yeah, nah, I'm not feeling that, bro. Why the fuck you over somebody's house smoking all this damn weed and shit, bro? You can't, your life is fucked up right now. And then it was just like, I know how that looks. Everybody over smoking with each other. It's some weird ass shit going on. It's just the vibes, the video, the vibes. I was like, who's recording you? You see what I'm saying? Like, cause this ain't even your video. This ain't a video. You holding 2 blunts in your hand, hitting them. Somebody else is recording you, and when you seen them recording you, the way you was looking is just like, it was just red flags everywhere, man. And this is the first. This is when shit start going downhill. After Applebee's, she went to Alumni House. This is where it really got fucked up at, because I knew she was cheating. I knew this bitch was cheating. I was just waiting for it to actually show. I was checking locations, all type of shit, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, something ain't right. Bitch is sitting here bringing me food and all this shit, but this another nigga cooking it, but he's making it to the best of his ability. I never done that for no bitch if I knew it was for another nigga when I was at Domino's. I'm like, the fuck? I'm not finna make this shit the best I could. If it's for you, yeah. But if you sharing it with a nigga, man, fuck that nigga. That shit, it's just weird, dog. That's weird as hell. Why the fuck want to sit here and make his food? Is like, that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? I could be a hating ass nigga for that, but oh well. Continue. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, this food's fucking good, bro. This bitch I let her wear one of my fucking jerseys or whatever. Next thing you know, she's telling me there's a nigga commenting on it. That the nigga, I don't have to worry about none of this. Yeah, see, that's where it was. When she first came to me about this dude, she was like, there's a dude at my job he be harassing me, sexual harassment. I'm like, what the fuck? Harassment? Do I need to come up there? Nah, I'll handle it. That was the first red flag right there, man. I finally ended up meeting dude, bro. Big tall ass, light skinned nigga, man. I'm like, oh hell no. This nigga's toxic. I could see it all over him. I was like, yeah, this nigga's toxic. Off rip. So man, one day I just drive through that bitch. I swear to God on my future kids, bro. They walked out that bitch holding hands and all type of shit. And I'm just like, man, that's crazy. So I sit here and tell her, I'm like, man, I just seen you walk out or whatever. Didn't tell her I seen her holding hands or none of that. She was like, wait, what? Yeah, I was like, I was gonna come chill with you or whatever. But I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm finna go home. I guess that bitch was finna go with dude then. Shit, I fucking stopped it. So then I guess a couple months, cause she didn't. She was just trying to see was I gonna pop up on her still and all that shit. Like I said, I'm still checking location cause I know it's weird. Next thing you know, I get a text that she's saying that she's working overtime. I'm like, man, let me check this location, cause shit it's starting to get ugly. I check the location, I see this bitch is in Jackson somewhere. I'm like, bitch, you work all the way in Pearl. What the fuck you doing in Jackson? And you said you supposed to be working overtime right now. Bitch gonna hit me with some shit like, first of all, when I texted, I was like, damn, why you in Jackson? She was like, oh, I'm just taking a coworker home with some kissy faces. I sent a straight laughing emoji. Like, oh, this is what this is, huh? Next thing you know, I start getting some sexual, shit sent to me on Snap. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Next thing you know, I'm calling, no response, calling, no response, calling, no response, calling, no response. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what this is. So next thing you know, that's when I get this. I get this. I text. I'm like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm on the way. That's when I get a text. No, you cannot come here. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh damn, yeah. She's in too deep. This bitch is fucking up. So then. That's when she texted me. I was at Too Tall's house. Before you think we was doing anything, you wasn't. I still got these messages, y'all. I swear to God, the next day, she sent me a picture saying, "Look how swole my cat is." Bitch got burnt. Bitch was fucking that dude and everything that night. Bitch got burnt. Bitch got burnt. That's why she was sending me sexual shit, man, because the bitch got burnt and all that, man. So, like I said, the next day, she sent a picture saying, look at my fat mom, she's swollen. I'm like, yeah, damn, it's swollen. Send her playing it out, because I'm just like, bro, I actually overlooked it. I can't even sit here and say that I first thought about it. I actually overlooked that on some real crazy shit. So, like, I done broke up with the bitch at this time, but for some reason, bro, I just have a crazy sexual urge. I'm talking about it's deep, and I'm like, let me hit this bitch up. I hit her up. Only thing I get is head from the bitch. We can't fuck. Her pussy's toe up. I'm talking about toe up to the point where it's irritating the fuck out of her. She finally, talk about it. Man, I get this bitch Monostat and Vagisil. I'm talking about the strongest, number 7, yeah, whatever. I give her the strongest Monostat. Vagisil, I'm talking about I'm pumping it in this bitch, pumping it in this bitch, pumping it in this bitch. Cause I'm like, damn, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Finally get the pussy back good and all that. Fucking this bitch. It's time for me to leave. I didn't hurt myself at Frito-Lay. This is my job now. Cause I went from Domino's to Frito-Lay. I finally agreed to leave Frito-Lay because I hurt my left arm. Fucked around, lifted a cart or something, and it tore something in my shoulder off rip. So I had to leave work. Whole time I'm not working. She's around and we smoke and we eat, but she's making it seem like she's doing everything she can, to keep it coming. She's driving from Ridgeland all the way to my spot, which is like a good maybe an hour. She's doing this. She's trying to do this every day. She's skipping work and all this, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I'm finna leave. I'm finna come to Kentucky. So this bitch, she trying to keep me around. No, don't leave. I'm leaving. I left the first time. I left one time already, and she showed me how she felt when I leave. I was leaving. I was like, hell no. Your mom stressing me out. Bitch, you stressing me out because you ain't on shit. And I know you still fucking with this nigga because you still work there and all this shit, bro. And the shit didn't get squashed like it was supposed to. So I just know she was still fucking with it. So I didn't left. I'm up here in Kentucky now. This is present time now. I've been up here maybe a whole year now. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. A year actually makes January or February. Right. That's, yeah. But while I'm up here, I'm working, me and her, we still talking because we still together at this point. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm moving. Pretty much, I moved up here to move her away from that shit because she couldn't see that her family was fucking toxic. Her family was toxic, and then just see that. But that's what I saw. I saw her family was toxic. I'm like, Mur, why the fuck you can't get ahead? I was like, because you've been where I've been. Your family, they fucking you up right now. So I come up here. And because I know an uncle, he works at a good job, pay like $19, $20 an hour. I was making $18.67 at Frito-Lay, so I'm like, shit, $19, $20 an hour is $2 more. Hell yeah, it's gonna look good on my check. I get up here, I get to working. Like I said, me and her, we still talking. Next thing you know, I go down there. I can't remember. Let me see. Nah. I'm up here, I'm working. She hits me with I done got my money up, all that. I'm ready to move the bitch up here with me type shit. Cause that was pretty much my plan. I'm gonna move you up here. You can come work, with me, and we can build this up. And if you wanna go back home, that's on you. I'm gonna part my ways. That was pretty much what I was saying. Like, it's either my way or the highway, pretty much. So like, she stayed or whatever. She was saying my mom really needs me. She had a little sister that's in school. I could take her to work. I'm the one who takes her to school. Yada yada yada. I'm sitting here. I'm like, bitch, you got a mama and a daddy. When the fuck do they get to do their job? At this point, what the fuck you mean you gotta take your sister to school and all this shit? She has a mom and a dad that's living. Just because they're not together don't mean they can't do their job. That's why I was so confused. I was like, this is bullshit. Like I said, I'm getting red flags after red flags. I'm like, man, this is bullshit, bro. I took care of my brother. Because first of all, I got stories. that is, it's the same. So I've already told her from my experience, like, yo, this ain't right, this ain't cool, this ain't gonna work. I've already done that. It's just like I've been here, done that before. You really want to live like me, but you don't even understand, bitch. I've already done this shit. It was just bad, bro, bad. So, man, like I said, man, I'm up here. Bitch tell me that, hey, I bought a ticket. It was almost a $300 ticket. But meanwhile, while we sitting here talking about the ticket and all that, she's thinking, she's like, I deserve first class. My grandma's looking at me like, and I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle that. Like, what? I was like, yeah, you could get first class. I got it. It ain't nothing. I get to looking at first class tickets because I'm like, yeah, I'm really trying to get her up here. I know at this point that she wants to stay home. I didn't made it. I'm like, all right, I gotta get her up here because once I get her up here and show her how green it is, boom, we can take off. Man, I bought this bitch this motherfucking ticket, bro, for $300. Never seen this money back. Ticket got canceled. All this shit, bro. I'm like, man, what the fuck, bro? Bitch she didn't go through with it, bro. Last minute, when she was actually finna, cause she was actually finna move up here. I think she was actually finna move up here. The mother made a move on her. They start getting her this apartment. No, they said they was gonna get her this apartment and all this shit. And next thing you know, I guess she got the apartment, but she's lying to me. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this apartment. I'm just gonna be here for 3 months. And I was like, 3 months? I was like, I ain't never heard of no fucking apartment at least 3 months. But I was like, cool, whatever. It's some new shit, I guess. So then, time's ticking or whatever. I didn't actually got some money up and took myself a trip down there. Got me some coochie and all that, man. That was one time. Then it was my birthday. Now it's my birthday. So, like I said, I got her in January or February. 3 months. March, April. Yeah, so I went for her birthday, which was in May. And then I came back, 2 weeks later for my birthday. June. And the first time when I came down there for her birthday, her house wasn't clean. The apartment wasn't clean and all that. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, this bitch really is nasty. So, I sit here, I cleaned it up. I cleaned the bitch room. I cleaned the bitch closet. I straightened the bitch clothes up. I straightened the bitch shoes, all this shit up. And I'm just like, I straightened up the room because I'm just like, yeah, fuck that. I was gonna clean like the whole apartment. I'm like, nah, fuck that, bro. I'm here on my birthday, not my birthday. I'm here on, a vacation pretty much, even though it's her birthday. Man, I bought this bitch bell bottoms. I'm talking about, I spent the first trip. I probably spent like $700, and that's just the first trip. And so, like I said, it's dirty and all this shit. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So, second time I come, it's my birthday. The house is spotless. I'm talking about spotless to the point where I can't even find my shit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute. She had a body wash for me when we used to go to hotels and stuff. She couldn't find it all of a sudden. She was like, I had a body wash here for you, but I just can't find it. But I'm like, yeah, it's clean in this mug, man. So when she went to work, I got to looking around, sitting here looking for my stuff, because I'm like, I left a backpack here. It had a teddy bear and it had some Dolce & Gabbana cologne in it, and I think some razors. I could not find this motherfucker for shit, bro. I'm like, where the fuck is this shit at? So when she walked in, I was like, yo, where's my shit at? She went straight to it. I don't know where it was, where she went, but she went straight to it, brought it out. And I'm like, the fuck, bro? This shit was hidden, in all honesty, because I was like, for it not to be in your room, for it not to be around you, and this is the teddy bear and the colognes for you to be able to sleep with and all this shit, bitch. Flags. See what I'm saying? These are flags, bro. So, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, what the fuck, bro? Weird ass shit. So, I'm down there, we fucking, and like, it's just, we fucking, bro. It's weird. I done came down there with a bonus. I got a bonus from my job for like $1,500. Then I got paid $1,000. So I'm down there with $2,500. I didn't came down there with a whole damn ounce of weed damn near, bro. I'm talking. I gave my mama some, and then the whole time that I smoked it with her, man. During these days, I probably spent maybe like $800 down there because I had to pay a $400 car note up here. Man, it was just, man, I was doing so much, bro. And like when I was there, it's my birthday now. There's no food or nothing in this bitch house. I'm like, man, I know it's my birthday, but I'm gonna look out for you. Gave this bitch $200, but I made sure that she ordered the groceries in my face so I could see what was coming in here. So by the time I leave, I knew how much food should be here, and you know what I'm saying? Man, like I said, I'm here, I'm fucking this bitch. It's like, I don't know, it's one of them nights where I was like, it's time to fuck. She was like, nah, I don't feel like it. I'm like, bitch, you don't feel like it. I'm like, that's cool. She was like, you mad? I'm like, nah. I looked straight up at God and I said, God, please show me. Show me what the fuck is really going on, cause something ain't right, dog. I was like, I can feel it, and my eyes are open now. I'm ready for you to show me what the fuck is going on. So man, like these days going after that, I knew then to keep my eyes open, cause I'm like, man, this shit just don't fucking feel right, dog. It don't. Next day, wake up, I fuck the shit out of it, cause I'm hot. I'm like, bitch, you don't wanna give me this pussy? Man, I'll fuck the shit out of this bitch. So then, after that, order some food, smoke, chill. Alright, it's time to go to the pool or something. We go to the pool. That's another. I went down there. I was sick too, bro. I had just had like pneumonia or something, man. That's another thing. I was like, God was really trying to keep me from going down there, bro. I'm telling you, man, it was so many signs that he was just trying to show me, don't go down there, dog. Don't go down there, dog. Man, but like I said, we swim. It's time for us. We been fucked, and actually, after I fucked the crazy, we eat, smoke, we fuck again. I'm talking. I got videos. Oh, we made a couple videos. We going at it. She giving me top. But man, I couldn't even nut though for some reason. It's just strange. So then like we get dressed, we go to the pool. It hasn't even been 10 minutes. This bitch reached for my dick again. I'm like, in my back of my head, I'm like, didn't we just have sex? Didn't she just seem that we had so much sex that the shit's not even the same no more? Like, that's another thing, bro. I never needed lube for this bitch at all. Never needed lube. All of a sudden, when she get the apartment, bro, she's telling me we need lube to fuck and all this shit. I'm like, lube? I'm sitting here thinking, bitch, when I get horny, my dick spit automatically. Like, I got pre-cum. So, like, yeah, when I get horny, my dick leaks. So it's just like, huh? What? What the fuck we need lube for? And this bitch pussy would get wet too. So I was, man, I was just like, oh my gosh, bro. Guess she's still fucking this lame ass nigga at this point. You see what I'm saying, man? It's just bad. So I leave. I'm telling her it's June. I'm like, our anniversary is October. It's gonna be the 4th year. I said, we're gonna beat the last relationship I was in that was terrible. Man, I'm looking at the tickets. I'm like, yeah, God took the tickets up even higher this time. Instead of like 3, the motherfucker was $500 to $600. I'm like, damn. I was like, hell no. This bitch ain't worth that shit. I was like, no, she's not, bro. I was like, she's not worth it. I'm not going down there. Fuck it. So, get to talking to her, telling her, like, no. So after I leave, I'm here because I'm like, man, I'm just not feeling right. So then I bought her a necklace, like, when I was at Frito-Lay. The necklace was like $700. It was pure rose gold. I'm talking about rose gold, everything. The chain was rose gold, the crown was rose gold, and it had 1.4 carat diamonds in it. Or 1/4 carat diamonds. I'm sorry, not 1.4, but it had carat diamonds in it. And like, the necklace kept breaking. I had put a warranty on it, or all that. So only thing she had to do was take it every 6 months to get it inspected, and it would get fixed for free, right? I get to thinking, I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, you need to take your necklace to K Jewels You need to take your necklace to K. Jules. You need to take your necklace to K. Jules. Bitch never took the necklace, right? So I finally hit her up. I was like, I'm done with you. I was like, I told you to sit here and take the necklace back. And now the warranty is like pretty much $800 down the drain, because the necklace was $700, and it was like $100 more for the lifetime warranty. Yeah, that's what it was, lifetime warranty. So $800 down the drain, pretty much. I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, what the world, bro? $800 down the drain. I spazzed out. I texted her, I was like, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm breaking up with you, because you literally just showed me how you feel about anything. And she tried to sit here and say in her defense, she didn't have time to sit here and go. And man, that's when I really snapped. Bitch, you can go and get weed late at night, early in the morning, any time of the day for $40, but you can't go and drive and get a $800 necklace replaced? Yeah, that's when I broke up with her. I laughed in her face and everything. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Fuck's wrong with you? So then, you know, me being a cancer sensitive, I come back with the apology, you know what I'm saying? But I done broke up with this bitch like twice at this point. Because the too tall shit, the first time she got burnt, I broke up with her. But it wasn't even a week and I was putting my dick back in her mouth. Second time, oh yeah, this shit was dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even there, so it's dead. And then, you know, we get to talking. It's still kind of dead. So then, I guess that's when she really starts showing her real cards. Yeah, she started, you know, Apple told on her first. That's what it was. Cause me and her, we wasn't texting for real, but we was texting, and we used to FaceTime, but then all that stopping. It's just stopped. You know, it was just, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, I was da 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 da, and then it was on the time. It was point in time we was on the phone. Hold on, my mom's calling. This time of the night, your mom's calling. Bitch, I know what time your mama go to sleep and all that shit. Da, 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 da. It was just crazy shit like that. So, like I said, Apple told on the first. I was going through my music, and I seen one of the playlists she made. I was like, man, let me go get some music out of here. I fucked around and clicked on her name by accident, and it showed me her playlist. I'm like, okay, let's see what she got. See what I can get from her. I seen two playlists that I had never seen or heard of. Sneaky Link playlist number 1, Sneaky Link playlist number 2. I'm like, the fuck? Sneaky Link? I'm like, oh, hell no. This bitch 1 and 2. So I get to going through her followers on the music app. I seen there's this one dude that she used to work with at Applebee's. I'm like, fuck out of here. And then, so I hit her. I'm like, yo, like this is the point where it's still like dry, but I'm like, yo, you got a sneaky link? She was like, what makes you ask that? I was like, what makes me ask that? Wrong answer. That's the wrong answer to this question. But I forgot what I said. I got the messages. I'm not deleting them because, man, it's just nuts. Man, I'm just like, yeah, flags. So then, my stepdad really clarified it for me that somebody else was around. He was like, yo, one of my dudes at my job came up to me asking about you. And I was like, huh, okay. I was like, I know what that means. So I asked, I was like, what you got going on? She was like, what you mean? I was like, somebody from your church asked about me. And I was like, the only reason they asking about me because it means you probably got somebody else around. She was like, oh, yeah, Sunday I went to church with a friend. I was like, that's a good way to portray it. Like, bitch, that wasn't no friend. This is the new nigga. This is go ahead. Yeah, this is your new nigga. Go ahead. Don't try to cover it up. This is your new nigga. Or this is what you hoping would be your new nigga. This is what you trying. So like I said, after I find that out, I'm like, cool, cool, cool. I'm like, let me see who this nigga is, because I'm still in the picture at this point. But I'm finna zoom. I'm finna disappear. She don't even understand how fast I'm finna disappear. So then I get a phone. She tells me that she's been talking to her ex nigga. I'm like, the ex? She was like, yeah, he's up here in Jackson. I'm like, oh, he done made it up there. I'm thinking in my head, this nigga been in that apartment the whole motherfucking time. That's why this motherfucker was clean. That's why my body wash wasn't there anymore. I'm just like, that's why my shit was hidden. I'm just like, man, they been living together. Ain't no telling. I'm like, this nigga's really a munch in all honesty. Because he knows that she was fucking all these other people and all this shit. But he still was just like, no, as long as I don't have her, he's winning. I'm like, that's weird to me. So, like I said, she told me dude was around. And I'm like, really? The guy who, when I found you, tore you all the way down. That's who you back with? I was like, yep. You gotta stop watching that garbage ass TV, because everybody's living the same stupid ass story. Like, when I was in high school with my first bitch, I was literally trying to talk to this bitch. I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of my shorty. She ain't on shit. I can feel it. What's up with you? She was like, I got a nigga, but he ain't doing nothing right now. I'm like, shit, it sound like we in the same boat. Let's mix. You know what I'm like, shit, fuck it. Drop them. They both trash. We the winners, in my opinion. I'm like, let's do it. She wouldn't bite. She ended up missing prom and all this shit. Nigga stood her up. Just, I'm talking about, nigga did her ass dirty. Then, like I said, they went to college together at this point. This is why I'm not around. This is before I got with her. They went to college together. This nigga disappeared from college. Didn't say nothing to her. None of that. Nigga went back to where he lived at. The nigga got caught fucking or getting fucked in the ass or fucking another nigga in the ass. And she I don't know if she knows about that to this day or not. Yeah, nigga, I do research. I talk to people. I find all the information I need. This man is a bottom, and he likes taking bottoms. That's crazy, right? It's crazy. Yeah, so they was gonna expose this man at Hines, and that's why he left. Because she didn't have no friends. Nobody knew her for real. You see what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't know what they was on, to be honest. Because what they on now, I can't even put it past them. So yeah, let me speed it up. So like, where was I at? Jesus Christ, cause man, this story is crazy, man. It's crazy. Let me see the part. Okay, yeah. So like I said, she's talking to dude or whatever, and I'm like, oh, so this is who you got around. Man, I'm sitting here smiling. We on FaceTime. I'm sitting here smiling. I'm smiling my ass off, cause I'm like, I remember how I first met you. And if this is what you really think you finna do, bitch, God is finna put you in a place where you ain't gonna have to do nothing but show mercy. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, I'm trying not to blow the cover on the phone. I'm sitting here smiling and shit. I'm like, talk to him. You should talk to him. Yeah, y'all should get back together. Yeah. I'm sitting here happy and everything. I was like, yeah, y'all should get back together. I'm like, I'm not there. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. I know that burnt her up, because it was a look that she gave me like, nigga, you cheering for this? Yes, I am, cause I already know where this is finna go. Like, bitch, cause I know what you doing this for. You got back with your ex nigga because you think this is gonna make me upset. And then what the ex nigga don't know about the nigga she was cheating on me with. You see what I'm saying? And all the other niggas that she was cheating with. You see what I'm saying? He didn't even understand that, oh, nigga, you picking back up some trash that you posted left a long time ago. That's why I was just like, nigga, I could tell, like, she was sending people nudes and all that stuff, because, like, she would send me nudes with her face in them, and then she would send some where her face wasn't in them. And I'm like, if I'm your nigga, why the fuck would you sit here and cover your face up and all this shit? Wrong nigga, wrong picture type shit. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, see, this is how I knew somebody else was around. Shit. I talked to her. I was like, man. I talked to her. I gave her some money for some food, and I'm like, bro, you look bad. I'm talking about, I said, ugh. I was like, look at your skin. You look dark. You get your hair. I was like, your nails not done. I'm like, bro, what is going on with you? At this point, I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with this bitch. Next day, it was either the next day or the day before that. Bitch got money to color her hair. Bitch getting the nails done. I'm like, ah, yeah. She asked this nigga. She asked this nigga. I hit her where it hurt. I hit her where it hurt. I hit her where it hurt. I'm talking about. I told her, bitch, you look bad. You look real bad. I guess that's when she asked that nigga, hey, you gotta step it up. Next day, she had her nails done. Da, 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 da. But she sent me a video of the type of her playing with her pussy and all that, and it was a video, an old video. And when she sent it, she was like, "This is when I had orange nails," and I'm like, "Or the glow up nails." And I sent her another video back when she was sucking my dick. Like, yeah, this video too was also when you had that, bitch. Like, what the fuck do you got going on? And that's when I knew. I was like, she's sending niggas old videos of how her pussy look, cause the pussy don't even look the same. She got burnt and all that shit. And if she was fucking with dude again, I know what the pussy look like. I got pictures of the pussy, and I be damned. When I was down there, I got to see the pussy. Still pumping monostat and all this shit. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I was really just like, damn. I was out there and didn't even understand how out there I was, cause I thought I was helping someone. Like I said, now I didn't sit here, I didn't found out dudes around and all this shit. So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna still play my part, cause I'm like, this ain't nothing but temporary. I seen what you do. So I ordered this bitch some food again, like some McAllister's. But when she sent it to me, cause I'm sitting here, I'm like, I sent you weed to smoke, but I know you going to smoke with your ex, and if you fucking him, I'm like, I'm not there. I can wing with that. I'm not there. I'm not there, bro. What can I do? But I'm like, I'd be damned if you sit here finna smoke my money with this nigga. I'm like, hell nah. I sent that shit one time, so then like I said, it's time for her to eat. I sent it, and like she sent the screenshot, but it was just something iffy about the timing. I'm like, hell nah. If that was where she was stated, that shit would have been there either sooner. It was either sooner or it would have took longer. It was something with me that was just a red flag. So I'm like, she's using my money to feed this nigga. So then, I done got into the terror and shit now. I'm starting to ask God for questions and all this shit, because I'm like, hey, yeah, bro, what is really going on, bro? Is she fucking with dude for real, or is she, and she's trying to lead me on? Is she trying, man? She was literally trying to put me in a poly relationship. She was trying to have her cake and eat it too. She wanted me the breadwinner, but she wanted me to also give them money and all this shit, and they can go out and just keep fucking everybody who they want to, but I'm the one who's gonna get all the stress. I'm like, who the fuck does this bitch think she is to put anybody of my physique in this type of position? That's why I was just like, yeah, that's why I had to go to God. I start doing the tarot readings, start doing the magic readings and all this shit. Cause that's what I'm like, bro, it got to be something deeper than this, man. When I first met the bitch, she was not on this. Out of nowhere, her skin got dark, and that's when I start seeing this all crazy ass shit. Magic. This nigga, I found out this nigga has been doing magic on this bitch. She was sitting there taunting this nigga, sitting here saying, yeah, I'm good, I'm great, and all this with this nigga now. Probably she was sending this nigga pictures of her body and all this shit, like, I bet you missed this and all this shit. Just didn't know this nigga was saving these pictures and putting them on a fucking mountain and all this shit, doing magic spells on her. Boom. Dumbass bitch. I was just like, bro, you're fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid, man. It's just like, the story gets worse and worse and worse as I fucking go on, bro. Cause it's just like, damn, bro. Yeah, it gets worse and worse after this. Cause now, like, there's a point where, like I said, I'm getting right with God. You know what I'm saying? We not FaceTiming no more. None of this. Like, I know that she's out late at night with dude. I'm literally on the phone with her while she's at her granny's washing clothes. She leaves her granny to go chill with dude. I'm like, you really gonna go chill with dude? I'm like, you not gonna stay there and wash your clothes with your granny? She was like, no, I'm finna go smoke. I need to smoke. I need to get away. I was like, yep, alright. I'm off. Yo, I got straight off the phone, let her handle her business, all that, bro. So she texts me. She asked me for some money. See, now I'll pull these messages up because this is the last message. This is the last message between me and this bitch. Let me see. Let me pull these up. Gotta scroll. Alright, there we go. She said, hey, do you have $10 I can borrow until Monday? If not before then? I said, nah, I'm good. I can give you some advice though. The man upstairs is pissed with you. I've never seen him this angry. Gotta mind you, this bitch is supposed to be Christian. I'm talking about her family all tied into the church. Pissed with you. I've never seen him this angry. So be careful, and whatever you're doing, stop with all capital letters. Think and move the fuck on. This is my warning to you. Good luck. She didn't even understand that I had a connection with God closer than what most people do. I don't go to church. I don't have to. Never have to, because when I go to church, I do sins, which is judge people. You know why? Because I know these people are fucked up, and they're the ones who's doing the most judging. It pisses me off, so it puts me in a position to judge people. I can see people's black veils from a mile away. The only reason I didn't see her is because I was deceived by sex, lust, and just all type of other sins. So like when I text her that, this was Wednesday, she asked me that for 8:18 p.m. I texted that at 9:07 p.m. saying, nah, good luck. No response, no nothing. So the next day, this is when I snapped. Said, laugh all out. You really been lying for a long time. And not just lies, you brought sickness into this relationship. Fucking with that first dude, bitch. Like, what the fuck? You bought this badass pussy to me. Whole time. That's why I was like, yeah, we're gonna run it down. And this is when I got to the nigga she's with now, her ex. You and that nigga is broke, is going to stay broke because of your actions. She told me that this nigga worked at Nukes, $10 an hour, and she was trying to compare this nigga to me. I already told y'all that I went from Domino's to Frito-Lay. I went from making $8 and $10 to $16 to $18. Then I went from making $18 to $19 to $20. And she tried to compare a nigga that works at Nukes to me. I'm like, yeah, this nigga must be sitting there flexing some money. Come to find, this nigga was flexing tax returns. This nigga's doing PPP loans, all this shit. So yeah, of course this nigga got more money than me. This nigga's getting government money that's gonna smack him on his hand, bro. So I was like, yeah, you and that nigga is broke and is going to stay broke because of your actions. Don't hit me up in a few weeks either. Ask for money, because I know you. When the wall closes in and you have to move back with your mammy, you'll do whatever to stay away. Go ahead and sell that necklace, the rose gold necklace, because you only received it for sexual intercourse. I swear to God, I only bought this bitch a necklace because she sucked my dick with a fruit roll up on it. Crazy, right? So it shouldn't mean anything to you. You can get rid of that backpack, the backpack that had the teddy bear and the cologne in it. First of all, this teddy bear, my grandma bought this. My grandma bought this for me before I was born. So this teddy bear is literally like, it's really significant. Yeah, I had to get rid of it. You won't hold it over me for conversation. I'm done with your ass. You will pay for how you did yourself. It's just funny, because I see why I hate Christian people. Y'all take religion lightly. You fell to temptation and not only rubbed it in my face, but took up for the person you did it with. Laugh loud, remember, bitch, I'm the 10-step God. I don't need your truth to know the truth. Death is upon your family. Good luck. I'm telling you. Told her that. Next thing you know, I get a text message from this nigga. The fact that you break up with a female just to realize you messed up and then find out she is talking to her first boyfriend again after y'all not being together is sick enough. But to use all the things against her that you know she loves just to hurt her on a level you know would affect her is even more sick. That's not true. I hurt that bitch because, nigga, when I first got this bitch, nigga, she was so tore down to a point, nigga, that no other nigga could have lifted her up. So I just put her to a point where, nigga, we even. But I'm gonna continue to. See, you got issues, but you should leave Keezy out of it. You knew who I was when I followed. Oh yeah, nigga, follow me on IG, and I sit here, I text her, I was like, what buddy on? She was like, I don't know, but I'ma see. I said, yeah, keep him in check. I said, maybe because you still on my IG with both of us together. She was like, possibly. I deleted the picture instantly, bitch. fuck is you talking about? Man, and shit, bro, just chill and leave her alone. Wishing death on someone's family, then going to talk to her family just to lie and make her look bad don't sound right. I'ma get to that. Just wait. Sounds like you're jealous. You sad as fuck. Then you're a Cancer. That makes it all more funny. Manipulation is y'all biggest tool, which it is. I give him that. I'm like, he knows his work. I've been understood a lot. As soon as I saw how you look, boy, I said, what? This nigga said he understood a lot. As soon as he saw what I look, I was like, did this nigga just judge me off my looks? I was like, well, that nigga's gay. Off rip. I was like, if I was coming to a nigga talking about some strong shit, I would have never came with this approach. I was like, this shit was soft as fuck. But when he was like, you went to her family, it's crazy. I didn't go to this bitch family and lie. I went to this bitch mama. I'm gonna let y'all know what I said. I said, hey, Miss Brandon, my punctuation is gonna be off because I'm not over it crying and shit. I had to make it sound good. I'm crying and trying to keep it together. You're the only person I came to about this because I know she can't. I know she can't handle the public embarrassment. That's what, see, people don't understand what I was doing. Not aware if you know me and Keezy are no longer together, but the only reason I'm coming to you because in the conversation we had alone in an apartment where you had her aunt there, you asked me, would you want someone in your corner if they went beyond? This is when I dropped it. Your daughter is sick. It's probably an STD. She thinks she's treated but hasn't. From my understanding, she's had it since 9/15/21 when I called her cheating with dude. Or it could be just an infection from shaving products, which she told me it was. No, the reason I'm not with her is because I found out she was messing with multiple people. And still is. I'm sorry for being a crutch to her freedom. I wasn't aware that her last relationship was toxic, and she was hurt from it to do that. She's also using her sister for alibis. And I truly did love your daughter. I don't care if you tell her I told you. She needs guidance and help. If I was there, I would try. I've forgiven the lies and temptation, but my path is set to do something totally different right now. Once again, I'm sorry for enabling these bad habits. I take full responsibility for the smoking and lying. I never once cheated on Kezia. I actually seen marriage with her. She came back in my life and made me change. I just wanted to give her what I thought she wanted the most and ended up giving her too much and took a huge lesson from it. With love for her, I would love to love her, but her decisions have scarred me. You can put the rest of the puzzle together. She won't tell me anything except about Jalen being around, which is the ex. I know he's not the only one around. That's what he didn't understand. Don't go too heavy on her. She's already stressed out enough, and I know you're the last person she wants to know these things. I hope you can come to her and she not run and actually want to fix herself. Mother said, thank you for letting me know. You have confirmed what I suspected. I am prayerful to know how to handle it. God is aware and has the final say in her life. We keep her before him. Prayers for you too, Sean. Forgive yourself, but surrender to him. Pray mercy for her. Every action has a consequence. And that's when I knew then. That girl mama was not bad. She was really trying to keep me away from her whorish, tarnished ass daughter, because she knew I was actually one of the ones who was covered in light. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's bad. So now I haven't talked to her, you know what I'm saying? But I was great exposure. I put the, what I just told y'all about the tutor and all that. I put the video together and I was great send it to her ex nigga to let her know, hey. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Man, I've been listening to all these terror readings and all this stuff, man. Supposedly, yeah, like I said, this is probably already an hour or two long, bruh. If I get, I'm a part to it. I'm gonna leave that right here. Real talk. So when I get back on the stream, that's when I'll drop the part 2 for it. Cause that's nuts, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And it gets worse than this, dog. Like, I'm not with her, and all the stuff that's going on now. Oh my goodness,
good thing you
bro.
love to explore, even underground.
Yeah, as I said, just wait till part 2, y'all. Wait till part 2 drop. I'm telling y'all. And that's if y'all heard this story. Whoever finds this story, Make it go viral. You hear me? I'm talking about spread it across the lands. Spread it across the lands. Cause when that part 2 drop, you're gonna be glad you was the first person that found this video. I promise you. You're gonna be like, yo,
You need to line
there's
up
the
the
dude who
switches
pretty
so
much
they match.
just exposed pretty much. I'm telling you. I still been listening and all
Good.
this stuff,
That's
trying to
enough
get all my
electric
pieces
current
and
to
puzzles
initiate
together.
the actuators
But
and activate
long
the
story
framework.
short, part 2 is about a STD. The real STD. It finally got caught. Right. And you gotta remember, I haven't been around this bitch for 6 whole months, guys. 6 whole months. Last time I was there was for my birthday. And it wasn't even my birthday, it was a week before my birthday. Part 2 is about what? Part 2 is about dun, 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 STD, bro. I'm not lying. Not lying to you, bro. Not lying to y'all. Like, I really want to continue the story, but I want to play the game, and I know if I play the game, I really can't sit there and keep the story together, because, like, it was already hard for me to keep the story together from what I just told. Bro, I'm telling you, it gets worse than this, my G. I'm gonna cut the stream off, though. Anybody who finds it, bro, good luck. Spread it. I'm talking about spread it far, because if you spread it, bro, I might drop, you know, that's what I might wait on. I might drop the part 2 if somebody actually sits here and listen to this video. If somebody actually sit here and listen to this video, that's when I'll drop the part 2. You hear that, guy? I'll drop part 2 if somebody actually finds this video and say, yo, drop it.